Easy, 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 easy.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Set! Blue 18!
Alert!
From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Hey, watch Sam,
To throw is Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 10 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Man left, man left.
Gun! Back to throw here. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Watch you now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Single. 34, eyes on 34.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
One.
Check 88. Check.
Mariota.
I'm coming.
And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense. They're now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Larry. Yeah. Over.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Detroit! We got trips over here. Let's over. Over. Shit.
They'll set up a throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Over. Check 9.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. We got
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, 4 down. Mike's 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's easy work.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Barney. 4 down. Even.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right.
Yes.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
SOS.
Now it's the backup Kaiser. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 down, let's go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Strong left. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Shift.
Kaiser to throw it this time.
Crash.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Kaiser going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ohio. We got 4. We got 4. Ohio. Ohio.
Tighten up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tight end's right.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after
They don't want
this.
it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Double tight. Hey, we got
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
double tight. Four down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Packers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.